guys. I know it's been a little while since I've recorded a video. The last video was me talking about the PS Vita and how it kind of got me back into gaming. And to be fair, life happens and I haven't been gaming as much as I used to. You can probably see I'm still in my workout clothes. I just finished doing a workout. Although a lot of the videos mention, it's like, hey, we notice you're tired, you sound drained, getting into the gym. And I have been going to the gym even before those videos were made. Just a lot of health things have been going on. I'm all, and a couple of years ago, diagnosed with ADHD, trying to figure it out as a 40-year-old dude that's been living with it his whole life. And I decided to get some medication, and that medication seems to be doing a pretty good job of balancing me out. It's only been about a week, but I feel more capable of having conversations. I still squirrel a little bit, and they said that's to be expected as your body kind of acclimates to the medication. But energy levels have kind of been there. So I feel like part of the reason I was having such a hard time was I'd have all this energy, and then I would just drain out. And by the time I was recording videos for this channel, I was just running on fumes and giving what I could to do it, which is not necessarily who I am. I try to be vibrant and a lot of fun. And I wanted my videos to express how much I enjoy these things that I'm into, the watches, the technology, you know, um, some of the older things that people do, or older ways that people dress, like 20s, 30s, just nice suits, more um, just more presentable. I feel like the 20 to 2000s and all the things that have happened in the 2020s, I guess is now what we're going to call it. People have become a little more lax, and I kind of want to go back to the way it was. I do like dressing nicer, especially with my role change at work. Eventual role change at work. Well, I'll probably have to do some additional travel and to help, shape the future of the software in the company I work for. And it's going to be good. It just means that my hopefully I can spice it up with some of the things that I'm going to be doing while I'm doing the travel. So you might see a new destination while I'm traveling around to these various places to get a hold of it. I know I'm supposed to go to Europe at the end of September, which is going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to that. But I haven't abandoned my project work. I'm still doing some of the side projects. I've been focused on my getting my LLMs and my little mini lab up and running. I'll try to show you guys what that looks like, but I've teased it. It's over here. This is our unfinished area of our house that we use as like a storage area. Everyone has one, so forgive the mess, but that's where everything is at. You can see I've upgraded our network. That's something I had to do because the previous system I had, which was a nice mesh system, I've had for like, I don't know, somewhere in the neighborhood of almost 10 years. And I guess, yeah, it was 10 years. And I got an email, never have gotten an email that says, hey, the thing that you bought 10 years ago, we're not going to support it anymore. No more firmware updates. And I said, okay, 10 years was a good run. So, it's still a good system. I just don't want, competing Wi-Fi's. I know there's other things to do with it. I have friends that will gladly take that system and reuse it in their own home. The other portion of it is, like I said, getting my health back into order, trying to focus on my family. I'm focusing, I tend to focus mostly on my family. Um, and some of that stuff interferes with my hobbies, and it's not a problem. I, my family has never been a problem. I love and adore them, but I'm going to try to get back into my hobbies. I'm trying to do some stuff to help me automate some of the things I'm working on. I'm trying to design some cool 3D printed parts for from my tennis rack for some of the stuff that I bought from Ubiquiti. Try to get that stuff on Prusa and Maker World here soon. But I'm learning how to do all that. But I do want to test out some prints on the Prusa Core One that I have here, and Another video that I was thinking about doing is the upgrade process to make that the Core One Plus, which you can buy for like, you can either print the parts yourself or you can buy them from Prusa for like $10. Anyways, and then you have to do a firmware update. But overall, I haven't gone anywhere. I appreciate the people who have subscribed in this low period. I hope you guys, more people will watch these videos and know that there's something else coming. I promise there's other things coming. I'm just trying to figure out a schedule. I thought I had a schedule that got obliterated, and now I'm here again trying to figure out, hey, how do I build um well, I'm building a video game. So one of the things that has been, to be fair, has been taking a lot of my focus and the time that I would have to dedicate to video to YouTube has been on the development of a video game. I've debated like making videos of what I'm building while I'm building it. The problem is that I'm still working through Godot, trying to figure out how to do Godot things. I'm also trying to heavily optimize this game for Steam Deck so you can see the things, but also convey the story that I've got going for it, which I've spent over a year writing. Um, well, actually, it's more than a year. I wrote it, it took me a year to write it, but then the idea has been in my head for years. And so I'm very excited to do that. But I was trying to make the game in such a way that it could play on basically anything. So I think everyone tries to do that now, just with the inherent nature of, RAM pricing, which I know is going down, and AI and all that jazz. But just want to let you guys, I'm still here, still very much wanting to do stuff with the YouTube. Just trying to figure out a system that works for me, that doesn't take away time for my family, doesn't take away time for my work, and doesn't interfere, and a schedule that works. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to get to a schedule that works. I get up early in the morning to do my workouts. I'm trying to make that a priority, like I said. And so, I have like an hour and a half in the morning where I can do that kind of stuff, work out. But then by the time I'm done working out, usually I'm getting dressed, feeding, getting food in everyone's bellies, or, just doing the things you're supposed to do before your kids go out the door, yourself goes out the door. And so I'm just trying to find a good balance. And sorry for the terrible lighting. I'm trying to make it where the gym's more bright. This area is my gym. But anyways, so just want to let you guys know, still here, still want to make videos. I have ideas. Just bear with me while I try to figure this all out again. Thanks. Hope you guys subscribe. I know it's going to be hard to subscribe to something that you're not going to see consistent content from, but please do subscribe. It gives me a little bit of a boost in the hey, this can work for me, and I want to share what I'm doing. Thanks again. Have a good day.